All right. Think we got it. Sorry. Think we got it. All right, so we're doing a special gift card to friends glitch today. Um, what's special about it is it's a not so well known fact that you don't need to be the when you receive a card, it doesn't need to be from the person who's glitching you out. You can receive a card from a third person, third party. So today we're going to actually go through that process. We have somebody who knows where to drop the vehicle off, our mate Boga, and he's going to basically drop the vehicle off in the spot. So I'll put in the map. So I guess this is the settings you need. So Boga, you need to make sure that um, so all three people have to be friends. That's number one. I think the title of gift card to friends is actually really good.
They were sleeping together? Well, that's contagious.
Actually going to
I'm so ready for the weekend. I'm tired.
glitch out the brand new account. I'm going to do a special blank plate with this one. I don't know why 10p5 not working. All right, it's working. So I'm going to teleport to the the glitcher. We'll call it the glitcher. So when the third party is giving out the car, all three people have to be friends. The vehicle needs to have like the profile needs to show that they provide access to everybody to their vehicle. And you got to do that across all your profiles. And the other settings you need to have is everybody needs the person who's glitching out and the person who is being glitched out. They both need to have a CEO office. So the third person doesn't have to. The third person basically is providing the vehicle, so they need to have the vehicle because that's the only thing the third person can do. They provide the vehicle and they're going to wait with the vehicle over at the drop-off location, which is over here. So if you look at your map, this is where the drop-off location is. That's all. That's literally all they need to do. That's why I call them drops. They just need to leave the vehicle there. So the person who the glitcher and the glitchee both need to have a CEO office. They both need to have a vehicle warehouse that is in different location. The third person doesn't need to have these things, and it doesn't matter if they have a vehicle warehouse that's in the same location as either two. As long as the two that are doing the glitch are not in the same vehicle warehouse. You need to buy a vehicle that will go into the vehicle warehouse that is eligible for the glitch. So there's 7 out of 8 vehicles that are eligible for this glitch that will go in the vehicle warehouse. You can buy them at Warstock Cash and Carry. Yes, please, bring a thieves. So you could find the vehicle that are eligible for the glitch in the Warstock Cash and Carry under the Import-Export DLC. You'll have a little silhouette here that shows the number of passengers that can go on the vehicle. And as long as you have 2 or more, the vehicle is eligible. So for this glitch, only 7 out of the 8 vehicles are eligible. It includes the Ramp Buggy, the Phantom Wedge, Technical Aqua, Wastelander, Armored Foxbill, Rocket Baltic, Ruiner 2000. The Blazer Aqua is not eligible because it only has 1 passenger. So Ramp Buggy, Phantom Wedge, Technical Aqua, Wastelander, Armored Foxbill, Rocket Baltic, and Ruiner 2000 are eligible. So you both need to have one of those vehicles. Furthermore, you both need to have a bunker, which you can buy at the Foreclosure Maze Bank under bunkers. It's also a great way to make money, FYI, so that's why I have my bunker over here. It's expensive, but I think it's worth it. But you both need to have a bunker, and you both need to have a MOC, Mobile Operations Center, which you can still, like again, you can buy at the Warstock Cash and Carry. So if you go to Warstock Cash and Carry, it's the 3rd one at the bottom, 4th one at the bottom corner. Mobile Operations Center, you click on it, and the important thing is that you need to also renovate it and make sure that Bay 3 has personal vehicle storage, and then you renovate and buy. You must both have personal vehicle storage. You have to both give each other access to all your vehicles, including Mobile Operations Center, the 2 of you that are glitching, and you have to give access, everybody has to give access to their vehicle. So under Manage Vehicle, Vehicle Preference, Vehicle Access Everyone, and for the people who are glitching, the Mobile Operations under Service Vehicle, Cabin Access Everyone. That's for your settings. Total cost of all of this is around between 7 and 10 mil, I think. So if you want to grind it, just grind 12 mil, you'll be fine. I know it's a lot of money to grind, but if you're getting free cars that are worth millions, this is worth it. Alright, that's for the settings. Now to glitch out, basically the person who's going to do the glitching, as in the person who is going to support the glitch and not the one who's glitching out, will go to their vehicle warehouse and register as a CEO. From here you invite the other person into your vehicle warehouse. And then that way the other person doesn't have to travel. And I do this a lot because I basically play on 2 consoles, so this makes my life a lot easier to avoid having to travel with both characters. Now, one thing to be aware of is when you're three people in a session or more, community events start a lot, and sometimes it makes it more difficult to teleport. If that means you just need a CO buzzard or a sparrow in that case. Alright, so once you're both in the vehicle warehouse of the glitcher, the person who supports the glitching, what we would normally consider the gifter, the person who's gifting. We'll still call it the gifter because essentially they're providing the ability for the other person to receive it. So the gifter will then re-register in their CEO. The receiver right outside of the MLC will request their mobile operations center through their blue interaction menu. Go into service vehicles, mobile operations center, request mobile operations center, and then send a screenshot of where it spawns, and then the gifter goes and picks it up. So again, we're referencing the gifter as the person who is not receiving the car. But since it's the third person that's dropping it, technically they're not the gifter. From in that sense. Alright, so the gifter goes and pick up the MOC. I was able to teleport, so that's pretty dope. FYI, if I will do a video on teleporting. I'll probably do one of those terrible camera qualities by showing you my TV, because I still haven't figured out how to, show a screen. Maybe show a screen live and show all the options that I'm using. So I will do it on my actual TV, so you can see how it works and what how I use Anahuac. The reason I'm saying that is because when I do the gift card of friends glitch, it gives me a really strong indication when the merge glitch is going to work, because the Anahuacs work. So as the gifter, I go and bring the MOC over to my own vehicle warehouse. So this is the receiver's MOC. It's the gifter can also be considered the non-receiver. Yeah, mate. I gave up my Voltic. Use your second character though. Just entering a comment about someone saying their dead spot. Ruiner dead spot is inaccessible after they got a dead spot. Alright, so now that the non-receiver has dropped the MOC off, the receiver will go into their MOC. As always, check if there's anything in there you don't want to lose. And it just turns out there is. Never ever just blind dump a car or call your mechanic to drive a car in without noting down what you're doing. And never buy a car and drop it directly, like and store it directly into your MOC without checking your MOC, because I could have lost this car. So now that I know which car is in my MOC, I'm going to call the mechanic. Receiver is going to call the mechanic for a donor vehicle. So weird to have so many free cars, but um, no free bikes anymore. Alright, so I have to wait for the free bike. Something about dead spots that really, like if you let it bother you, it really bothers you. It used to bother me until I realized how many cars I had, and I realized that, plus you got two characters. You can have like 900 cars. And I was just like, oh, lesson learned, but yeah, the Runer's tough, and so is the Voltic, so that's a bit different. Hey, Ring of Thieves, I had a question for you. What color do you want it? Like, do you want it to look badass and like we could put a pounder kit on it with F1s? Just got a pounder plate, modded block. Look, for today we could do it, because then at least I know if that the glitch works. Um, and then tomorrow I want to try another version of it, still with Formula Ones, which is like this really, like, the chameleon purple blue pink one. Oh, it's hard to explain it. It's like a lot of people use holographic style liveries with that type of paint. And if you want to buy I'll give Cars to Friends glitch the oh, you like the holographic paint one idea? But I want to put it on panic plates. So what I could do is I could do the pounder version today, and I'll give Cars to Friends glitch it to you today. And then tomorrow I'll do the purple one, but it's a long process because I'm going to put a blank plate on it, put panic plates on it, and put F1s on it. So whether I do it all in one day or I do it across different but that one I'll give Cars to Friends glitch as well, if you like that one better. Alright, so what I have done so far, is the person who's receiving the car is driving into the blue circle, and the person who's not receiving the car, the gifting or the gifter, is the one who's in the pause menu. When the receiver sees the comment about pressing right on the D-pad to enter the mobile operation center, they press it once, kicks out the gifter. and then park the car somewhere safe from cops and gangs and traffic jams. Then they head on over towards the garage door. The non-receiver, the gifter, will invite them to their CEO, the receiver to the CEO. Then they will request a special vehicle. In this case, it could be a rocket Voltic. The merge to the pounder vehicle won't take long. Alright, so then the person who is gifting drives the rocket Voltic, opens the blue interaction menu, into the garage door. And then the person who's receiving it opens their blue interaction menu after they hit the garage door. The receiver leaves the CEO, and then in their blue interaction menu under service vehicle, mobile operation center, and they request their mobile operation center again. They send a screenshot of where the MOC spawns, and the gifter goes and picks it up. Now, again, we're November 29th, 2024 here in Sydney, Australia. For those who need to know which date this video was made, which makes sense. There's a lot of old videos that may not work. I won't lie, sometimes I see people saying that, you know, this is patched, this doesn't work, and then I get a little bit churlish. But then I realize, you know what, it just means to give a little bit more detail. So that's what I'm doing instead of being overly sensitive. I'm like, hey, that's actually a good idea. Alright, so as the non-receiver, the gifter, you go and bring back the MOC and park it somewhere safe. Avoid cops, avoid dying NPCs, having your cars repossessed. All that could negatively impact the glitch. And then you park the vehicle, the MOC, somewhere safe and away from traffic. Head on over to the back. As we know, there's a third party already brought the desired vehicle over, so now you hide behind the back of the trailer. The receiver will go in front of the blue circle. Before entering the blue circle though, they will press down on their D-pad, select the character with a joystick, let go of both buttons at the same time and press circle. Down D-pad, select character, circle. D-pad, select character, circle. Do it 2 or 3 times. I do it 3 times in this location because of traffic. And then the person who has glitched out sees a black screen, but the special situation here is that there's a third party that already has dropped the vehicle there. So all the receiver has to do is actually unglitch by pressing down, remembering where the characters were they selected with their right joystick, let go of both buttons, and when they see that alert, they just press circle, and they're going to look like they're in an out-of-body experience. They head on over towards the car. They press triangle to get into the car, and then the car will appear in their MOC. So the glitch still works today, November 29th, 2024. And I want to thank the Ring of Thieves for really supporting this, helping me get this car. And we're going to do something pretty cool with it. So I actually want to do something quite cool, which is to get a blank plate on it. So Ring of Thieves, I'm going to do both cars, but I want to get that blank plate on it. And then that way when I give car to friends glitch for you, you have a special unique vehicle that, unless you do a gift card to friends glitch, that blank plate, when you sell it at the LS car meet, the person who buys it, they get a plate number. So since you were part of this process, I want you to have like a unique car that even selling it, yours remains unique. But that's just going to take me a little bit of time to get the plates blank, but not super long. All right, everyone. Wish you all a really good day. If you want to know how to make blank plates, I did a little series of videos, part 1, 2, and 3 on creating a magic slot. I think I even did one on blank plates. You could review the videos. I wouldn't really recommend it unless you're super organized, because it's easy to lose track of it, and then all of a sudden if you put cars you really love in that spot, you lose all the mods on them. So at your own risk. So thank you very much again, Ring of Thieves, and I'm going to make 2 versions of this car, and both of them are going to have blank plates, and I'm going to give cards to friends glitch the blank plates to you, and only you. Obviously you do what you want with it, but like I said, when you sell it at the LS car meet, yours will remain blank plates and stay unique. So appreciate it and have a good one. Oh, before I go, at minimum, once you receive the vehicle in the MOC, you have to drive it out and then drive it back into your MOC in order to save it. And I strongly recommend that you don't leave it there. I recommend you do that as a first precautionary step right away after you receive it. But then I recommend that you store it either by driving it into a garage, a desired garage, or by retrieving a vehicle that's in a garage through your mechanic and driving it in the back of the MOC. When you do that part, when you retrieve a car through your mechanic that's already stored in a different garage, they swap spots. So the car that was that you retrieve will go in the MOC, and the car that's in the MOC will replace its spot in the garage that it was in before. I hope that made some sense. If you're brand new, do like me what I'm doing right here, and then drive it into your garage. Don't even risk it. Alright, so I'm gonna make 2 versions of this car. So that will be on the next streams tomorrow probably, where I merge them. Because tonight what I'm gonna do is I'm going to create blank plates. Alright, have a good one, and I will see you in a few hours. Hmm. Decisions, decisions. See you soon, everyone.